All right, man. So what's good? I got my homeboy Fi in this bitch, and we
What
just
up with
going.
it?
We just you said what?
No, I was saying what up.
Oh yeah, we got my boy Fi in this bitch, and we just going. We gonna talk, man. We gonna think, man. We gonna get educated today, man. So, man, what you been on?
Not much, bro. Just staying turned up, staying vibed up, bro.
Then
You
about
know,
that.
work, bro. Just staying up, bro.
Yeah, what's up, man? So you say you a vegan or a vegetarian, man? How that's going?
It's going good. Like just the dedication, like really just patience,
Yeah.
and patience and really having discipline and sitting back and learning. It's a learning experience, but it's going good though.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna ask, man, because like I'm in a process of trying to convert to a vegan. I'm not quite there yet. I still eat, steak, fish, all of that. But I just wanted to ask about the discipline part, man. Like, is it all just like a mind game? Like what is it? What's most people like what do most people have the hardest time with, like trying to be a vegan and stuff?
Well, most people have a hard time really trying to figure out what to eat or
Yeah.
whatever. A lot of people don't be knowing what to eat. Like they be
Mhm.
like, they people think, being vegan is going buying the store bought shit, and everything, that's already prepackaged. They ain't even really cooking no home cooked meals or nothing like that. Whatever. So I think that's really like the whole thing with that,
Yeah.
Like, people don't know how to be like a non-processed, food vegan because it's kind of like hard to
So
know, know what to do. People don't be knowing recipes and shit like that.
all right, so I got two questions with that. Uh one of my first questions is about the prepackaged foods. Like a lot of people go vegan and they think because they eat the prepackaged foods that it's just as good as cooking a home cooked vegan meal. And then my second question is it really expensive to be a vegan? Because a lot of people they say they don't want to be vegan because it's too expensive, it's too inconvenient. Like, give me a little knowledge on that.
All right, so to answer your first question, uh, see, with the prepackaged foods or whatever, like the thing about that is a lot of it be having a lot of MSG, and majority of it be soy.
For
So
sure,
I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah, I mean, like it might get you full or whatever, but at the same time, it's not good for your body. It's like you might as well be eating meat or whatever if you're gonna be, having that much, putting that much pressure on your body because you to break down that processed protein, like it's just as bad as breaking down meat. Like your body gotta work extra hard to do that. So it's like you might as well, eat meat if you're gonna do that, especially if you trying to eat better, to feel better, or to have better health. Then eating processed food wouldn't benefit you in that manner or whatever. But I mean, I think people should do whatever suit them. But if you want to eat better, to feel better, and be healthier, you shouldn't eat processed foods.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
with your second question or whatever, like with that, it is not expensive, bro. I don't understand what people be saying that it
Yeah.
is not expensive. Like people be the only reason why people be saying it's expensive because they be trying to buy this processed food. They be trying to buy
Bro,
the
this is
chicken patties. You
extravagant
feel me?
shit.
They be trying to buy the little vegan wings and all that.
Now
You
they
feel
go, man, go to Olive
me?
Garden and buy some noodles.
Yeah, you know
Spend
what I'm saying?
$15 on some noodles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like they don't be trying to cook nothing. That's the reason why. You feel
Yeah.
me? It's so expensive. You feel me? But I guarantee. But the thing, if I just want grocery shopping today or whatever, beans like you can, like even if you don't like canned products or whatever, canned products and even the bags like the little bags of beans or whatever that be in the grocery stores. Be like 89 cents to $1 or whatever, a pound of them, you feel me? Bruh, buy hella legumes, hella beans, bruh. Like, bruh, you can spend $10 on beans and be good for 4 months, bruh.
And
Like,
that actually goes to what I'm finna say right here, man. A lot of people eat, and they trying to get full, but like eating is not supposed to be like that. Like you're not supposed to eat to be full. You're supposed to eat because like that food gives you energy. So like
exactly.
that's another hard part. Like we addicted to getting full.
Exactly.
And I realized that in my like journey and transitioning is that urge to like have a full stomach. But like once you get past that and you eat for the energy and not just eat for the comfort, and then
Mm-hmm.
you'll probably see like big differences.
Exactly. And that's a part of the transition to, becoming, vegetarian vegan too. Because when you start eating to feel better, all the other stuff that you was eating, you'll start to smell it, while it's being cooked, and or you'll think that you want it when you eat it, you'll be like, nah, I don't even know what I was thinking, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
because it's like you've been eating, it's like you didn't transition, like you didn't change your mind about it already, and you didn't already started, eating healthy. So it's like when you already, put your first foot forward to do it, and you already in the motion of doing it, and you try to go back to it or whatever, like right when you're in the midst of it, at first it's gonna be like, you feel me? Let's say if you was to go vegan or whatever for 6 months, and then like after the 6 months, you start back eating chicken or whatever. The first 5 times you eat chicken, it's gonna take you gonna have to build up your tolerance each of those times to really start back liking it. Because
Mm.
your body, bro, every time you eat this shit, your body gonna be fucked up, your stomach gonna be fucked up.
Yeah, you're gonna start
You
feeling
feel
like
me?
sick and lethargic.
Exactly. And if you around while it's being cooked or anything, it's gonna make you feel sick because that shit gonna smell dead to you. You feel like shit.
Because
It's
hey,
gonna
we are eating dead food, man. We're not
exactly,
eating life, we eating death.
exactly. And you are what you eat. That's the reason why we really die, honestly.
Yeah.
You know, because if you think about it, like in the 1800s, a lot of the other, a lot of people was dying at age 40, and
Yeah, they was not real young.
yeah, they was dying like real young. You feel me? But us, we was dying like back in those times, we was probably dying like at 100, you feel me, to 150, 175, 200, you feel me? Because of based off of how we was eating and the knowledge we knew at that time. But
Mm.
over the years of us being, indoctrinated in prison and stuff like that, we didn't start eating, out of our diet, and we died at 70, 80, and 100 now, you feel me? Like, so it's like over the past years of indoctrination and everything like that, we really done messed up our whole habit of doing everything,
Mm.
eating, sleeping, everyday life, because
Yeah, for
shit,
sure. Sleep is a
we don't
big,
know how to
big
do nothing.
part. Yeah, and it's like if we used to live like 100, 200 years old, you know what I'm saying? Like if that was based purely on health and we have the historical research or the historical data to prove that, like why don't more people do it?
See, the thing about it is the reason why more people don't do it is because they waiting on somebody to tell them that that's what they supposed to be doing. You feel me?
Mm.
That that's what's right. You feel me? Until somebody tells them that what they already know is wrong, then they're not gonna do what they know is right. Something could logically make sense to them. You feel me? And they're not gonna believe it, or they're not gonna take heed to it because nobody credible told them that it was correct. You feel me? Even
Ooh,
though deep down inside they know it's right.
that word credible, man. That word credible. That's a illusionary word. That is a deceptive word right there.
Mm-hmm.
Credible, because like it seems like nowadays, if you don't have the doctor in your title, then you are unable to talk about a specific topic. you might know this specific topic like more than scholars do, but just because you don't have that title of a doctor or you don't have like a PhD, a master's degree, a bachelor's degree, that you unqualified to speak on that topic, man. Like, how are we gonna change the mindset of people to like get out of that like frame of mind? Like,
man, honestly,
I hate that word credibility.
People can't change unless they want to know. See, the thing about it is like everybody think they know everything already, so they feel like there's nothing more for them to know, so they don't want to know. You feel me? And the fact that people know that there is more to know, then people feel like everything they do know, they'll have to restart or they'll have to, reteach themselves everything. Yeah, and people don't want to do that because they have to take responsibility. See, when we growing up, we being taught these things, we ain't got no choice but to sit there and learn and shit. But now, being an adult, especially being between the age of 21 and goddamn 30, you try to sit a motherfucker down to learn and reteach them, how to live and how to rethink of their whole being. They're not finna sit down and listen. You feel me? Unless they want to, unless they want to learn, unless they want to know the truth. You can't get a whole population of people to know the truth unless they want to.
Yeah, man. So I'm in school, right? And I'm one of the people that I don't believe that you have to go to school to be successful, but I was doing some sociology homework, right? And one thing that they touched on is like religion. Like, I'm not gonna get all into beliefs or anything like that, but it's just like people are stuck in the ways that they were taught growing up. But how do they know the ways that they were taught is the correct way if they refuse to accept anything else or at least be open-minded about other information? And I think about that because you got people that grew up Muslims that's gonna be closed-minded. All they know is a Muslim lifestyle, or people that grow up Christian or Seventh-day Adventist, or all these different religions. They grow up with a set mind because that's how they were brought up, and to majority of them, you can't convince them otherwise. Like, what's up with that?
See, the thing about that is, like, when it comes to that, that's the reason why there's so many different religions. Is because it's all about control. So when people love being controlled, like they love being controlled, but feeling like they're free. So just like Christianity low key is telling people, hey, do whatever the fuck you want to do. All you got to do is repent. And guess what? Don't even think about anything. Anything that you want to know that's really deep, you feel me? Or furthermore, about who I am or who you are, don't even worry about that. Just have faith and blindly believe. Like,
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
exactly what it's telling people, to basically close your eyes and walk off this cliff with me. You feel me? Like people, and that's what other religions are teaching as well. You feel me? At this time, they all teaching the exact same thing. They just not. You feel me?
It's kind of funny. I always knew that like it was probably like something different about me. Like, I ain't saying I'm special or something, but like as a kid, like I used to ask my grandma all the time. I was like, what about the kid in China that don't know Jesus, that has their own religion and they go their whole life believing that they're right? Like, what about them? Are they gonna go to hell and stuff like that? And it like that never satisfied me. Just hearing, well, they don't know Jesus, so there's nothing they can do. Like, that
right?
never satisfied me. That never made sense to me. I'm like, this little kid in China who was raised to believe this certain thing, just because he's not a Christian or he doesn't believe in this.
It sounds so demonic, bro.
I never got that.
And then like we being told this growing up, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember being told that too. Like, like having those questions, like, dang, like what about those people who don't even know who Jesus is? Like, if You feel me? That's in the woods or on the island somewhere. They don't
Yeah,
even
for
know what
sure.
the phone is. You feel me? Anything like that. Then they be like, oh, well, they going to hell too. They going to hell because they don't know. You feel me? Who Jesus is? They wasn't able to get to get reborn in Jesus' name. We're like, are you kidding me? Like for real? Like so innocent people gotta die because they was basically ignorant to knowing about the truth. So, but in the same breath, this same religion is telling people to know too much is bad. But but y'all,
It's like the Garden of Eden, man. It was like
bro,
you need to be controlled. You need to not know because knowing too much is bad. If you know good from evil, that's bad. Like
bro,
it was
and
like
that's
so the
like
contradictory part for me is like
they try to make it seem like the humans were so like in a time of creation. Like, come on, I feel like when we were first created, we were at our peak of, you feel me? I don't feel like we had to really evolve to become better that much because I feel like our God created us, you feel me, in his image, you feel me? So it's like when we were first created, we was the shit. We was living to be almost 1,000 years old. You feel me? So the
basically
fact
immortal.
exactly, you feel me? Like so for us to go from living 1,000 years old and after that, just from years and years and years, de-evolving, you feel me? And now we dying at 80 and 100 years old. Like the fact that that's been going on and that has happened. Even in the Bible, they even tell you people were living to be 600, 700 years old. You feel me? Like, hell, Adam and Eve, they was 700 years old still having kids or whatever and everything. They had so many kids or whatever and all of that, you feel me? And it's deep, bro. It's deep when it comes to that. Like,
It's very deep, bro, because like when I think about that, I'm like, okay, so free will was obviously a blessing to us, but Adam and Eve kind of got free will by eating the apple. You know what I'm saying? Like before that, they didn't have free will because they didn't even know. All they knew is one pole. They didn't know the other side of the pole.
right.
You know what I'm
And
saying? So how is that
like
free will if they only have this much to go to like
exactly.
to know when there's like this much to actually know?
Exactly. And that's what was going on. See, and just to clarify, like the Adam and Eve story is not our creation story. You feel me? Like that's mankind's creation story. You feel me? There's different species in the beginning. See, the thing about it is in the Garden of Eden, when the whole earth was the garden, because the whole earth was the garden or whatever at one point in time, there was many different species of beings in the garden. You feel me? Like there was like mythical creatures, magic and everything was popping at that time. You feel me?
And yeah,
Before the flood, pre-flood. So the thing about it is, like with Adam and Eve, people don't know that it was other people out there. That it was some niggas out there. You feel me? They not knowing that it was niggas outside of everywhere. Outside
everywhere
of the
they
garden.
went, bro, they ran into niggas. Everywhere they went, it was like
Exactly.
they pull up somewhere, they be like, these niggas again.
Exactly.
Like man, these like we was everywhere before. Like our creation story, our history is, or our mystery is like way more broad
Way
than y'all history, man.
way more broad. But they trying to reteach us and indoctrinate us and tell us that we only been here for 6,000 years or whatever, and that oh, you know, we
They
were
teach us
monkeys.
that, yeah.
Like how the hell you telling me, bruh, in 6,000 years, people evolved from tadpoles to monkeys to humans. If that was true, and if we could evolve that fast, in 6,000 years, from tadpoles to monkeys to humans, then why the hell do monkeys even still exist?
Bro,
Like,
hey, I posted a video on my Instagram with Cat Williams saying that, and I was like, bro, I thought the same exact shit. If we evolved from monkeys, why the fuck do the monkey exist? They
that's what
haven't
I'm
evolved,
saying.
or they just like degenerate or something? Like, I mean, but people gotta understand, man. They talk about evolution, but what people forget to say with that is that it is a theory. It's not facts. It's a theory.
Exactly. The
And,
evolution,
and then
evolutionary
these are
theory.
the same people that get on conspiracy theorists.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day,
You
y'all
believe in
both
a theory.
y'all the same shit. Conspiracy theories
Exactly.
theorize based on evidence.
Exactly. And you theorize based off of credibility. You feel
Yeah,
me?
for sure.
That's the only difference between somebody that's a conspiracy theorist and somebody that's, basically a indoctrinated thinker, or is somebody who's a so-called scholar. They
Yeah,
learned
for
in
sure.
school, learn some shit in school. Like, the thing about it is, like, even about me, like, in school, like, before I even knew more than what I know, what I knew then, I wanted to be a history teacher. Like, I wanted to, live a normal ass life, you feel me, teach kids and shit, because I love history. But when I started to really become hip on what was actually going on and what the world really is, and who and what everything really is, it's like, man, it made me not even want to fulfill that. So when it comes to religion and people and places and things, bro, everything is literally misconstrued and reversed. Everything is in reverse. Like, everything is tied into each other and everything is reversed.
For sure. And people that's trying to go on a spiritual journey, man. Like I know how it is. You know how it is, man. Like once you start learning shit, it's like it's hard to believe at first. And then you just keep learning more. And then it's kind of like you have to literally unteach yourself everything that you learn and have to reprogram your own brain. And like
Mm-hmm.
that shit can be hard and that shit can be scary because growing up a Christian, that shit make you lose faith in your own religion. And
Mm-hmm.
that fear factor is it's like almost always gonna be with you at the end of the day, but you have to push forward because like gaining knowledge in the back of your head, you're gonna be like, man, I'm gonna go to hell because I low-key just don't believe this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shit just don't sound right to me, bro. Am I wrong for thinking like this? Or am I just being like using my brain and thinking on my own? Like it's crazy.
Exactly. It puts this fear mindset over you because you feel like, damn, like, you be feeling like, damn, like, I think I'm gonna go to hell because you feel me, like I'm having doubts, or I feel like, you feel me, like I'm not doing right. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even see, the thing about it is, why would our God want us to fear him? You feel me? And the thing about it is, everything that we need to know, God would tell us. So for us to be hit with this new test, with this New Testament, you feel me? Like, and now everything that we believed prior, you know,
It's like
to
fuck that shit.
it's like, fuck that, you feel me? Like, and then, like, everything with that, like the Old Testament is a whole different God, you feel me, than the New Testament. You
It
feel me?
show is
It's the Old Testament is based off of two gods, you feel me? The
like they said,
framer, the
Elohim,
framer and the
Elohim,
shaper.
the framer
You
and the
feel me?
shaper, for sure.
The framer and the shaper, bro.
And
That's what the Old Testament is talking about. Even like with the what the Papuvo or whatever
Papa
with the
Bull,
no, not the Papuvo, but the Papuvo or whatever. It's like the quiche, the Mayan quiche.
yeah,
It's
yeah, I
like
know
the
what you're talking
root.
about.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But like, yo, bro, it talks about all of that, bro. Like, they don't people don't understand how deep it is, and the fact that Mayan people even correspond to everything. You feel me? The Mayan, like the African American and Mayan connection, like, people don't even know about that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I like to
people.
correlate a lot of that stuff. I like to correlate to like metaphysics because like if you take everything literally, then you're gonna pretty much miss the point of the whole thing. Like if you think,
Exactly.
I feel like if you think it's a big old dude in the sky waiting on you, like you fucked up. If that's what you think and your mind is set on that, you fucked up for anything else you want.
That's what I'm saying. Like people really believe in that. Like, cause what they did was okay from the Old Testament, right? See, they
Take
got
away
us
that
believing.
spirituality aspect. The
Yes.
spirituality aspect.
Yeah.
That's what they took. That's what they took away. And the science that we already possess. The real science, not that modern bullshit, but the real science, the alchemy,
But
the magic that they told us was evil.
the real science, bro. See, everything dealing with feminine energy, they call it evil, bro.
Demonic.
Like, you feel me? They call it demonic. You feel me? Like, bro, okay, voodoo is the study of natural resources, right? So, who has the green thumb? What being do they say got a green thumb? A black woman got a green thumb. Is
Yeah.
a nurturer. You feel me? Is a grower.
By nature.
So exactly. So during the Salem witch trials, they were literally going around killing a whole bunch of black women who were healing themselves during the times of war. Because during the witch trials, the times of witch trials and shit was going on, we had many wars going on where we were at war with invaders. You feel me? So in these, so there were towns where people would, you feel me, stop at, the hill and shit, like safe towns and shit. You feel me? Where people would stop at the hill and bandage themselves up and shit. And sometimes, like, what we would call the police today, you feel me? Some people will roll in the town like bounty hunters looking for people and shit like that. You feel me? Like they will roll and in search of people who they were, after and shit, and they'll find all these people that will be healing themselves. They'll be like, damn, how the fuck are these people healing so fast? And it's because they were literally using natural resources to heal themselves. Voodoo,
Exactly.
bro.
Yeah. And the funny part about it is white people even like to take credit for that. Like Hippocrates is known as the father of medicine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But where did he learn all this information from? He used all natural remedies. He didn't use any chemical shit. He used all natural remedies and he could cure any disease, right? But where did he learn this information from? He learned it from Kemet, from ancient Egypt. He got it. He went and studied under black masters,
Mm-hmm.
but they give all the credit to Hippocrates. You know what I'm saying? It's all a mind fuck for like white superiority. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And the thing about that is, like, it's just, man, like, literally what's been going on, because people really just want to know how we really got to this point. You feel me? Like, with especially like with religion and what's going on today, and with people, with the difference between people, like with race and everything. Like,
Yeah.
it seemed like we just been in a big ass pot. That bitch getting ready to goddamn boil over. You feel me? Like, people want to know the truth, and really,
Can people handle
we
the truth?
we exactly can people handle the truth, and I really don't feel like a lot of people can't handle the truth, bro, because it's so damn deep, bro. Where I swear it's a movie. It gotta be a movie. Hell, we've been recorded every day, all day. You feel me? So it's like, bro, like we have literally been put in a matrix. We have been put in a false timeline to where we don't even know who we are or what time we really in, bro. Like, the ancient times probably ain't even that ancient. Probably ain't ancient at all. Our great grandfather probably was a motherfucker that was in the Bible. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and we don't even know because we being taught that was ancient times. You
Yeah.
feel me? When literally there's been 3 time shifts. And if you correspond to these time shifts not happening, bro, the Middle Ages was in the 1600s.
And that's what, and that's what a chronology, like that's where they like deceive you with the chronology. They give you all these times, all these dates. Like everybody gonna remember every single date by heart. And
Exactly.
it's easy to trick people like that.
Like with the AD and BC shit, like they
Yeah,
do that shit to fuck over your mind, bro.
to fuck you up.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like to fuck you up to make you think, okay, that had to be a long time ago because that shit don't even make sense. Like
Yeah,
people don't
exactly.
even want to think that hard enough to even
Like,
think
bro,
about that shit.
you gotta low key do math just to like decipher between AD and BC.
Bro, and then that shit don't even be like that damn. But that shit was in the 1100s, bro. Like all of that shit, bro. Like 140 AD or whatever. Like AD 140 AD is 1400s, bro. Like it's literally that simple, bro. Like these motherfuckers, like, cause people be forgetting. They don't be thinking in a whole 360, an eagle eye mindset. At the same time, slavery so-called was going on in the South. They had slavery going on in the North with the coal mines, with the railroads. You feel me? And with the they even had sock mines. You feel me? Like where motherfuckers literally was in factories sewing socks all day long. Up north and shit. Like slavery started up north before it got to the South. The South was the free land. You feel me? The South was the free land. Like before they even, you feel me, got down here. Like the Civil War wasn't even about slavery at all or whatever. The Civil War was really about the gold that was down here and about the economy that we had down here. We had a free market economy built off gold and trading. You feel me? And we were so prosperous to where literally we had so many, what you would call it, what Black Wall Streets. They try to make it seem like Greenwood or Tulsa, Oklahoma was the only Black Wall Street. But literally the whole South stretching all the way over to the West we had all over 110 so-called Black Wall Streets, bro. They had to have a civil war to destroy our shit. You feel me? They had to literally go to war with us to destroy our shit, bro. Like because they hated us so bad. They hated that we were so advanced, that bad. How the fuck?
Man.
And bro,
Look at
explain
these
this, bro.
niggas over here, man. Like they over here getting money, got how to go.
Exactly, bro.
Man, that jealousy.
And bro, explain this shit, bro. This shit, literally, all this shit happened, bro, in the 1800s, bro. And let me remind you, in the 1920s, over almost 60, 70 years after, we was abolished from slavery and shit. How the fuck did we as a people, as freed slaves, own 50 million acres in the South? How the hell do we own 50 million acres in the South 60 years
that
after?
Shit not even happening today.
Today, exactly.
That shit not even happening today.
It doesn't make sense, bro. Like that lets you know. That lets you know, bro.
Speaking of Black Wall Street, man, like it seems like we have some people that's trying to attempt to do that, but it all happens to like no avail, bro. Like it doesn't go nowhere. Like what's up with that? Like why don't Black people want to support each other? And honestly, I'm gonna include the Hispanics with the Black people because I'm low key tired of seeing Hispanics and Black people fighting over like the Olmec heads. Like this was us. No, this was us. No,
and I want to include Native Americans in there too. I want to
Native Americans,
Asiatic Native Americans in there too because over this past year, exactly, we are the same people. And the thing about it is, like, see, Hispanics, they know that we related, you feel me, and all that shit. And Native Americans know we related too. They just don't want to admit it, you feel me? And the fact that over this past year that Black people been waking up and been taking in their American heritage, it's been Native Americans talking about they don't want to support Black Lives Matter no more because Black people trying to take their heritage away from them. Black people Black people wanting to know exactly who they are and want a piece of who they are. Black people want a piece of their real culture is not taken away from you. If anything, they, it's us being in addition to it. You feel me? Like,
let me tell you, let me tell you why. Because the Native Americans who got these reservations, who our tax money go towards, you know what I'm saying? They was the ones who helped out the Europeans back in
exactly.
the 1700s. No. These were the Native Americans that traveled through Alaska to America. You
The
feel me?
Siberian Americans.
But the thing about it is, that's why they call it Native Americans and they're not indigenous, because the indigenous people were the melanated people who were here before they even came here. They just so happen to come here before the Europeans made it here.
Exactly.
And they helped them out.
Exactly.
That's why they got this shit now, and we don't got this shit. They have this shit because they had contracts, they had treaties, and they had all of this shit.
Exactly. They sold us
have
out.
what they got today.
It's exactly what happened, bro. Like, see, they ain't nothing but products of war. Because the thing about it is, like, bro, and that's what Hispanics need to realize too. See, everybody in South Central America, even in Mexico or whatever, stretching all the way up to Alaska, them Eskimos who look Asiatic and everything, you feel me? They all Black people, bro. But they need to realize the reason why y'all are the way that y'all are and the way that y'all look the way that y'all are is because y'all are products of war. And the 1100s, Genghis Khan invaded America, bro. He invaded from Alaska, from the Bering Strait, which was the Indian Strait at that time. He invaded all the way from Alaska all the way down to South America, bro, or whatever. Asian people was the first people to invade, bro. And after that, it was the Portuguese and then the British, bro. And when they invaded, they came from the West. They didn't come from the East like they teach us in history. They came from the West first. Exactly. That's the reason why Mexicans look the way they look and Alaskans look the way that they look. All of that because they came from the West first. Yeah. And they mixed in. All of them started out as Black
amalgamated people with each other and stuff. Mixed in with the mixed in though, you gotta like Hispanics too are, and you can say South Americans, like some of the South Americans, but they are mixed in with the Spanish people. When what's his name? Cortez came over here.
And then too, you got to think about it too, because the thing about it is, at this time, this was about 400 years ago. See, in history, they teach us that these is white people, but these was really Black people. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
You feel me? So they say that Cortez was like a mulatto dude or whatever. He was like, you feel me, a real light Black dude or whatever. So this makes me feel like that all of these people, like when you go back to the whole Bahamas being discovered and America being discovered by Christopher Columbus and all the niggas, like all of that whole little story is bullshit because they already knew about America already.
Yeah, they made multiple trips before they even did what they did.
Exactly, they had maps in the 1100s of America already. So it's like they already knew about America already, bro. They just could not fuck with us when it came to being over here because this was the land of priest kings. You feel me? Like everything that they know of came from over here. The original China was over here. The original Rome was over here. Everything that they know, the original Greece was over here. You feel me? When people think of America, they think of the United States. They don't think of America. America is literally
Canada, exactly. Canada, Mesoamerica, fucking South America, all of that shit.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. It's one landmass, bro. It's one landmass. Them motherfuckers not separated. They teach us North America, Central America, South America, like this shit separated. This shit is one whole landmass. And it just became those 3 different continents after World War II when they made the borders. That's why it's called the United States of America.
And the United States, we are the country inside a continent.
And then exactly, bro. And then that's why just check this out, bro. It don't make sense, bro. Like, how the hell is the country how the fuck is this one country so big, bro? How the fuck is this one country so big and this one country contains states instead of cities?
Yeah.
Just think about that, bro.
Yeah, this good. This is a big
America,
country. Like compared to all the other countries in the world,
exactly.
you guys' country.
The United States, bro,
It's huge.
is big as hell, bro. One of our states is about 20 times as big as a European country.
Yeah,
You feel?
but it's funny because on the maps they make the European country low key look bigger than the states, but
Exactly.
in reality, it's not.
Exactly, bro.
In
And that's what
reality,
I'm
it's not.
saying. Like, they do that to control us, bro. Because the thing about it is, if it's more people in these states, like these states are supposed to be countries. So just think about it. If these states is supposed to be countries or whatever, then these cities, you feel me? Like, it's these cities are supposed to be, you feel me? Like, hold on. So if right now the states is states, right?
Yeah.
And we got cities. The countries, it's basically like the cities are supposed to be countries. Like, you feel me? Like, because how Europe is, how they got like Germany, then they could take a little train to goddamn to the next little country, you feel me? Type shit. It's supposed to be like that over here. You feel me? Where the next state over is literally the next country over. You feel me? Type shit. And then they got their little cities and shit inside their country. Like, countries have cities inside of them. You feel me? Like, why the hell are we states? You feel me? Why we a country and then we got states inside of us and shit. And then not only do we have states, we got cities as well.
Yeah.
It's like they trying to basically blind the fact to what's going on of them trying to control the large amount of people that's in these areas. Like, bro, just think about it, bro. Like, North, Central, and South America, bro, in 1871, right after Abraham Lincoln got assassinated, bro, they forced the vice president to make Washington D.C. the capital of the United States of America. See,
the capital is
exactly
not even a state. You feel me?
Exactly. So watch this. So check this out, bro. Everybody already knew prior to 1871 that Washington D.C. was the capital of America, right? But in 1871, when they killed Abraham Lincoln and they invaded, they made they made Washington D.C. the capital of the United States of America. They created the United States of America and made Washington D.C., which was already the capital of the whole entire continent. See, people don't understand that Washington D.C. was the capital of the whole entire continent of America. You feel me? Like, North America used to run the whole America type shit. You feel me? There were no borders, you feel me, at all, type shit. Like, that's the reason why after World War II, when they were establishing the Panama Canal and shit like that, how the hell could a motherfucker in North America be able to go down there to Central America and build a whole damn export canal unless they have jurisdiction over that area? You feel me? And that's because they did. After 1871, when they created this entity within an already pre-existing entity, they literally turned all the countries into states and corporations. You feel me? So all of everything that was within those countries now turned to states is now property, including the people. You feel me? Because they took away all the currency. After that, Abraham Lincoln was warning everybody. That's the reason why they murked his ass, because he was warning everybody to put their gold up. You feel me? Like, the banking cartels was coming, and the banking cartel.
You know what they kind of remind me of?
Or what?
People ain't gonna like me for saying that, but they kind of remind me of some shit Trump was doing on the low.
Hell yeah, ain't even gonna shoot it, like, bro. And the thing about it is, bro. See, I'm not a Republican, Democrat, none of that shit or whatever, libertarian, none of that shit or whatever. But
man, fuck that.
The thing about it is, but man, the thing about it is, like, these folks, oh, it ain't even over yet. See, they thought all that shit with the election and the whole he was going to court and all that shit. Bro. Like all that shit was.
Hold on, say that again. It kind of lagged out a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. But all this shit was just a game when it came to the election, him going to goddamn impeachment court and shit. Like he was found not guilty. And they was really trying to get it to where he wouldn't be able to rerun in 2024. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because a lot of people don't know with this shit going on or whatever, with this, this, COVID and shit or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, sure. Yeah. Like people,
better mask up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This shit finna be going on for so long, for the next 4 years. Like people think this shit finna disappear. This shit ain't finna disappear in no time, bro. Like, how the hell? And this is what baffles me, bro. Like, motherfuckers who getting the vaccine still dying. Like, you still catching COVID and dying.
Let me tell you. At my job, right? Like the vaccine is optional though, but they told us some shit. Like I did my little research on the vaccines, and y'all could go like look at one of my videos on YouTube on that. But the thing about it is, why I'm gonna take a vaccine, first of all, that took a year to make. First of all, that's suspicious as fuck. Second of all, it doesn't stop you from getting COVID, and it doesn't stop you from spreading COVID. Not like I believe that anyways, but it does, like, just by them telling me that like I can still get it and I can still like give it to other people, man. Like,
why the hell?
Why is it even an option? It only reduces the symptoms. Okay.
So,
but you telling me like when I get the cold and I get the flu, like
it's making that shit blind to your basically. It's making your body not be able to censor the shit or whatever, like in your system. So it's like you may not feel like you sick, but you are. So it's kind of like, okay, they want to give you the vaccine or whatever to make your body, not detect sicknesses. Then come with a real virus or whatever and make your ass sick.
Like, yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. They gotta give you 2 shots for that shit. And they have to separate them. They had to separate them shit by 2 weeks.
You notice what they're trying to do though?
It sounds dangerous.
You notice what they're trying to do? They're trying to come up with, they're trying to approve another vaccine because they saying since it's mutated, it's 2 different other COVIDs out now. You feel me? So they basically want to come out with another vaccine. So people gonna have to take more than one. Shit. Yes. So the thing about it is, this is my question always like.
Well, hold that thought 1 second. Hold that thought 1 second, man. Hey, y'all just eat right, man. Keep y'all immune system up. You know what I'm saying? Drink the herbal teas, get on your herbs, get on your essential oils, man. Eat your vegetables, eat your fruit, man. COVID is not gonna fuck with you.
Stay hydrated, yo.
Yeah. Oh, definitely stay hydrated. Drink water every day. You see, I got my gallon of water right here, man. Drink fucking water. But yeah, continue.
But yeah, bro, like what I want to know, bro, is so if just like with the flu vaccines, bro, the whole world didn't get goddamn vaccinated for that shit for people to get better. So if people got to get vaccinated for the COVID-19 or whatever, and if it really works, if the vaccine really works, why the hell do the whole world got to get vaccinated?
Yeah, for sure.
If the shit really works, why the hell do the whole world got to get vaccinated? If that mean if they vaccinate 50% of the world, half of the population in the world, that mean the other population straight. The other half of the population should be straight.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? They want everybody in the whole damn world to get this shit, to get the vaccine. Who the hell y'all trying to protect? The goddamn space bugs?
But look.
Like what the fuck? Like,
you don't hear about the tribes that's living like kind of primal getting this shit. They out there living their best life in the forest and shit.
Man, this shit, man.
Like they living their best life, man. And everybody out here stressing, man. Like you can't be stressing over that shit, man. Like when you stress,
Bro,
it make you
more
sick.
people that got vaccinated already than motherfuckers who died, who died from COVID, bro. You feel me?
Oh,
Said
trust
they
me, I
said they
know,
said 70 million people that already got vaccinated already.
bro.
Only I think only a million, I think a million, like almost a million and a half of people that already died from COVID, bro. And then that's not even a real accurate death rate because they just counted people dead since COVID if they, if they got symptoms or if they had underlying dying issues or whatever. So
I can believe it. See,
like
like,
they not even really.
at my job, like I'm actually a majority. Like we like fuck the vaccine. I'm literally like I'm like the majority. But at the place that I'm at, when I go to the gym, the place where people get vaccines at is right beside the gym, right? Oh man, bro, I see it's people there 24/7. It is packed. It is packed with people. So I can definitely believe that like people like it's crazy. Like they be like, oh yeah, I got this vaccine. Let me stick you with it. And people like, yeah, please, man. So I don't have to worry about this. Nope, you still gonna be wearing masks, you dumb fuck.
That's what I'm saying. You still
You
gotta
still
wear
gonna
a
be
mask.
social distancing, you
Exactly. Still
idiot.
gotta wear a mask. Still gotta social distance. You still got you still, but everything that you doing now, you still gonna get the shit. You still can get it. It's like, bro, like, what are you
Bro, just
doing all this
save
shit
yourself the
for?
chemical harm on your body.
They already told you that the masks don't work. They already came out and told you as the FDA already said that the masks do not work. They do not keep you from getting COVID. You feel me? So it's like, okay, if the vaccine don't work, the mask don't work. Why the hell are y'all doing any of this shit? Y'all hurting yourselves by wearing a mask. But wearing a mask is more deadlier than the fucking COVID because you breathing in your own carbon
Yeah, yo,
dioxide.
carbon. I mean, your what was it? Carbon dioxide? No, what
Yeah,
is it? You
carbon
breathe in
dioxide.
oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so you breathing that shit in. You're
yeah,
not
you
supposed to
breathing
breathe
in
that
your
shit
own
in, bro.
carbon dioxide all day.
Like you're supposed to breathe the oxygen, bro.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like they having us do shit that's fucking up our whole body, our whole mental, bro. And then just the fact of they transform reality so fast. People going from not wearing a mask to the whole world wearing masks. You feel me? In just a second, you feel me? People, it's transforming people's mental and like the way that people look. Like people, it's subconsciously, you know, going through these changes and they not understanding what's going on based off of what's going on, on the exterior. Like people are depressed. People, they killing themselves. Like they doing a whole lot of shit because they don't understand what's going on. Like they are physically and mentally tired and depressed and scared because they don't know what's going on
That
or whatever.
depression shit crazy too, man. A lot of people getting depressed nowadays, man. It's just like, look, the music y'all listen to, the food y'all eat, you know what I'm saying? Like what y'all watch on TV, man, that's gonna make y'all depressed. You know what I'm saying? Like people gotta learn to put mind over matter, bro. Like you can wake up and tell yourself, I'm gonna be happy today, you know, and you're gonna
Exactly.
be happy, man, because that's the power of thought, man. That's the power of your mind, bro. Your
That they're
mind is
gonna be
literally the
able
most powerful thing in the world, man. It's the most powerful thing in the world, bro. So if you let somebody else control your mind, bro, they definitely controlling you. They can tell you, if they control your mind, they can literally tell you through the music, through the food that you eat, through the television programs that you watch. They can tell you, hey, you're gonna be depressed today. Hey, you're gonna kill yourself today. Hey, you're gonna do that today. They can literally tell y'all that. That's why you have to learn how to think for yourself. Learn how to put your mind over this matter. Because when you can do that, you can manifest anything that you want. You can say, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna have a good day. Nobody's gonna get up under my skin. It can be a little hard sometimes, but you can do that.
all you gotta do is speak it.
So, like you said, everything a vibration, bro. Yo, when you speak it, even when you think it, because when you think it, you got certain brain waves moving at a certain frequency. So your thought is just as powerful as your words.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to believe it. Say you're gonna do it, believe it. And don't let anybody get on your skin, man. You have to let go of that ego. That ego is what's gonna hold you back from a lot of things in life.
Yep.
But yeah, man. Like, hey, I appreciate you for hopping on with me, though. Like, we gonna chat it up more. But you know what I'm saying?
No
Like,
problem, bro.
huh?
I said no problem, bro.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
man. Hey, you be easy, man.
Yeah, no problem, bro. You
All
too.
love.
Much
All love.
love.